This has been such a long time coming. So many messages going, Cathro, when the hell are you going to make a video on your new van? We've seen you got it, you've been posting about it. I needed a van, and I had 3 requirements. It needed to be a practical size, and practical size for me, it's different for everyone, is I wanted it to be an everyday vehicle. So I wanted to be able to drive it places in cities, and I wanted to be able to park it without it being so flipping big that I couldn't fit it in places. But it had to be big enough that I could sleep in it. I'm a big guy, so it needs to be long. And I need to be able to fit bikes in it as well. But how do you do all that in a little van? Well, we had to get pretty smart with how we designed it all. We've got the van, Volkswagen, Transporter, T6, long wheelbase, and we've done some funky stuff on the inside to make it all work.
This vehicle was supplied by Cardi Leasing, who are a company down in London that helped with the design of this vehicle. And their goal is to lease out lots of vehicles just like this one. They have a fleet of insane performance cars in their warehouse. There was old Lamborghinis and Porsches and all sorts, and this Transporter sat in the corner. So when I went to pick it up from them, it was so cool seeing the high quality and finish of everything. So Cardi Leasing, that's who you want to go to if you're wanting a van just like this.
So welcome to the BC Camper. Currently set up in campervan mode. Come in and have a look. So we got the classic setup. We got the rock and roll bed. We have the kitchen with sink, running water, gas stove, little electric fridge, keeps the beers cool, and then storage, as much storage as we could fit into a van of this size. So just like little narrow cupboards for all your sauces. Some storage in the back here. We got lighting, strip lighting, and we got this little editing table. We can flip these front seats around and turn it into a super camper. Pop it up, boom. Yes! I'll get the other one spun. This piece of piss, eh? This is the wee editing table I asked for, so when we're at the races, or at the World Cups and I'm making videos, I was like, I'm meant to have just like a wee editing station. So we got this, pretty good. Or it's good for just sitting coffees or things on in the morning. What I think we should have a closer look at now is the bed. Here's bed number 1. So there's like a little lever hidden underneath. Slide the whole bed forward. We drop the back down. We got a bed. Not bad, but I don't actually use this bed as often as the other one. Any guesses? That's right, it's in the roof. Back this hatch here. A couple safety straps, stop it from flipping up at 70 on the motorway. You might have noticed the colour scheme is orange and grey. The seats with their custom stitching, custom dark grey leather. The stickers on the outside in orange. The reason I'm saying that is to prepare you for what you're about to witness. We got some room, but look, oh, there's only a small gap in the front. Oh no, how am I going to stand up? Well, there we go. I've had some like high top vans and I've never been able to stand up in them. And now I've got one of the lowest vans you can get. I can stand up in it. Look at that. Absolutely champion. So this is what we would do if I was parked up in an event. Pop the roof up, I can come in, I can shelter, I can get my cooking on. We've got all the supplies in here. We've got some shelving up here. It's unreal. And if you're staying somewhere and it's a lovely day and you want to drink in the views, this can all be opened up. And actually, the whole thing can be opened up. You can like unzip this, fold everything out of the way. Can you imagine being in the bed and just looking out over some nice views? It's pretty sick. This is the bed I use because it's huge. So I'm going to flip that back down and crawl up there so you can have a look. So this is my bed. Huge thing, like I've still got about a foot of space below me, and this thing can be pushed across a bit more as well, and it's really nice. Love it. So it can sleep 4 in this van, which is, I think, is just unbelievable. So crazy that we can do that in a van of this size. So it's still practical. You can still drive it about every day, and I nearly do. And can fit 4 people in. That's the internals for a camper van. Very nice. Doing the most with the space we've got available. But what about bikes, I hear you say? Well, I'm glad you asked. Let's go have a look. Coming down, I'm coming down. Oh God. With a van of this size, not possible to have living room and bike storage at the same time. Not feasible, especially with my bikes, which are absolutely massive. So we move the seats out of the way. This is what makes this van possible. So the whole seat is on rails. Boom. Seat out of the way. Let's come look at the garage. I hated, with my old van, which I thought I'd done a decent job designing, I hated how I had to take the front wheel off. And a lot of people, they put in those sliding trays where they've got to take the front wheel off and bolt the forks on, and yeah, they look sick. But it's just not practical. Like, I drive to riding spots nearly every other day, and I hate having to take the wheel on and off, especially with a downhill bike. Downhill bike, you have to undo 4 things. 4 pinch bolts and take the main axle out. Pain in the tits. So, make it big enough I can fit my bikes in. And they just managed it. So, this is one of the ways of putting the bikes in this. They've stuck some like pretty standard metal tire slots in the back of the seat. Slot it in, turn the wheel. Check this out, check how close this is. Come in, get close. Oh, it touches. It actually touches, and it just closes. Like, it could not be any more perfect for my bikes. It's insane. Oh yeah, beautiful. So I find I can put them in like this, no straps, shut the doors, and they're solid. So quick and easy. But that's not all that's back here. So we got some lube storage, other tool storage here, got some hooks for hanging helmets on. But in here, no, this is cool. This is cool. Toolbox. And in here, why have you got loads of hoses, Cathro? What's all this about? Well, living in Scotland, one of the main things you need to be able to do, if you have a nice clean van, is not putting dirty bikes in after a ride. It's like, I need a washer. I need a washer. And built into this, there's a little bike washer. It's not like super powerful. It's not turned on at the minute. So it's not crazy powerful, but it's enough to get the bike clean. And it's enough in the tank that I can clean 2 bikes. I've had to modify it a little bit. This is actually like a shower head. What I've done is I've blocked up most of the holes. The less holes for the water to come out, the more pressure you get. I'm tempted to block off a couple more, see if we can get a bit more out of it. Clean the bike, I need to be able to work on the bike. I also need to be able to pump the tires up. So, we have a built-in air compressor. Plug this in. And it's not super powerful, but it's enough to top up the tires. And if I need to seat a tubeless tire, I've got like an air shot canister, fill that up with air. Bam! Pop the tires on. Super cool. Plus, if the tires in the van go flat or low or anything, it's long enough it can reach all the wheels. Don't even need to go to a garage. Pretty sweet. Storage, electrics, all that other good stuff. This van's got it all. Got to have a leisure battery. We got a 110 amp hour, and we got an inverter. We got some UK plugs, so we can just plug laptops and things straight in. Keep things topped up. We've got loads of USB sockets, And oh, it didn't say, we've also got Eberspacher diesel heater because it gets so cold. All the mod cons, everything you need. Like, this is better than my house, to be honest. And on the outside, we've also got a nice awning. Nice Fiamma F45S. Stealthy boy. But if I'm at like one of the local races or something, I don't have my big easy up that I can pop up. I can pop out the Fiamma. Super handy. Imagine being somewhere like uplifting or going on a wee tour about, or even like on a wee trip with the family. Set up my camp chair under here. The leisure battery gets charged by the alternators you're driving, obviously, but if you're parked up for a while, the only sensible option is to harness the power of the sun. So we do have a small solar panel on the top. It's not like a flipping huge taking up the whole thing. It's actually just like a stick-on piece, but it charges up that battery really nicely. Even in Scotland, where, yeah, there's the sun. It's hard to see, there's usually clouds. But yeah, it keeps that battery topped up, which is very handy.
Some of you may see the issue with storing the bikes on the inside is that when you're transporting bikes, you can't really use the campervan on the inside. Although if you take both wheels off, you can have the middle seats halfway down and you get half a campervan, but that is again a compromise. So there's three modes. There's fully bike transport mode, which is just like a normal van, chuck the bikes in. There's fully campervan mode where you can't fit bikes in, but you could run a bike rack on the outside of the van, but they're not quite as safe on the outside, which is why I like to keep them on the inside. And then you have 50-50 mode, which is when I'm going on big trips but I need to sleep in the back of the van during the journey. Most of the time I use it in van mode, but then when I'm racing I have the bikes on the inside, so bike transport mode, and then overnight I lock them up outside so I get that full campervan experience at the races. Super versatile, does everything I need it to, and yeah, it is the best van for my use case as well as a lot of people's use cases.
Yeah, thanks for tuning in and watching. We'll see you probably in another 6 months because I'm so slow at making videos. Yeah, nice one.
If you want to lease a van just like this one, or any vehicle for that matter, contact Cardi Leasing, either call or email, request the vehicle you're looking for and they'll get one ordered up. Just like this beautiful T6 mountain bike camper van. You can get one built just like this, and I mean, there's nothing that can do everything this van can do in this size package. It is the best.